Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 67 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on second down. Jones. That caught by Trimble. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by their third-year quarterback from Missouri, Drew Lock. Following the fumble recovery, it's Lock. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, LA! Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Throwing Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this one is incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Locke's throw there, complete to Hamler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 16 carries, 74 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the ground with Etienne. A beautiful fake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. To throw it is Locke. This pass caught by Hamler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Locke going to throw. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Jones. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. ETN with it. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Come on, dog. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Jones throw taken in by Sutton. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have come an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Etienne. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Etienne once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Connecting here with DJ Chark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. More from L.A. in a moment. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 36, Jones. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Etienne. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, his 2nd sack of the night. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back off.
Touchdown, Chargers! Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Throwing now is Locke.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Jones on 1st down.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
LA set to take over again on offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now ETN to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A lot going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Carlton Davis picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.